Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about 4-Andro. It's a pro-hormone based on DHEA. Now, when you take DHEA as a supplement, you're just taking DHEA. You can buy it over the counter at Walmart, right? That DHEA triggers your body to start producing a whole bunch of hormones. And it's not really specific on what hormones your body starts producing. So let's say you have a low testosterone level and you take DHEA to maybe help that, right? Well, you don't know if that DHEA is going to go straight into boosting your testosterone level, or maybe it's going to spike your estrogen, or maybe it can spike your DHT, or you don't know what it's going to spike, right? Everybody's body reacts differently to basic DHEA and how it converts. So I'm going to ask for you guys' help in this video, okay? I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm thinking that 4-Andro could potentially become a replacement for, and don't hate me for this, for testosterone. And here's why. 4-Andro, or DHEA, 4-Andro, DHEA, 4, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to break it down. Anyway, it converts to testosterone, right? Well, it's based on DHEA, and I'm asking for you guys' help on this, right? So keep that in mind when you listen. So if you have a base of DHEA, but it's the 4-Andro derivative of DHEA, and it converts to testosterone, which it does so very potently, how feasible is it to use that as a replacement for injectable testosterone? And the reason I'm wondering that is because recently, as you guys know, I got my labs done, and my testosterone was off the charts, literally. The chart stopped at 3,000. On the test level is 3,000 nanograms per deciliter or whatever it is. And the chart stopped at 3,000, and my testosterone was over that. Okay, so all I was using was my base TRT, 200 milligrams a week, which should have me right around 1,200 on the test level, right? But I was taking gear cream from IronMag Labs, and my test level was over 3,000. So that got me thinking. I was pretty surprised that my test level was that high, and the doctor wasn't very happy about it. So I started asking around, and I'm not the only one that's had that kind of experience on 4-Andro, right? And I'm being specific on the 4-Andro because that's the one that converts to testosterone primarily. It's in the gear cream, and a lot of the guys I talked to were using specifically 4-Andro, nothing else, okay? So I actually just looked at labs from a guy who didn't have any steroids in his system, no SARMs, nothing except 4-Andro. And his labs came back at 2,900 and something. I think it was 2,960 something, to be specific. So if he's able to take 4-Andro and have a testosterone level that's almost 3 times what it should be as a baseline for males, then why couldn't somebody use that long term as a TRT replacement, right? Obviously, you wouldn't need to take that big of a dose. It's a lot easier to just rub transdermal on your arm once a day, or on your chest, or on your thigh, than it is to inject yourself a couple times a week with a needle, right? So I'm curious. Here's where I want your help. I started looking online at research into 4-Andro and how it affects the human body, specifically males and testosterone level and all that. And there's like nothing medically documented online. There's some Reddit posts, and that's about it. There's a few blogs that are trying to sell pro hormones, and that's about all there is online for information on 4-Andro and long-term effects and PCT and all that kind of thing. So what I'm looking for is somebody who has taken 4-Andro and done labs before, during, and after, okay? And that's a big request there. I don't know if anybody in my audience has done that. I know labs are expensive, and a lot of guys who are not on gear don't worry about labs, which everybody should worry about labs. But I'm wondering, over a long period of time, if you're taking 4-Andro for, let's say, more than 8 weeks, if you're taking it for several months on end? How is that affecting your other hormones? And what is the long-term effect on your actual testosterone production? Okay, now there's been a debate in my mind about 4-andro and the need for PCT, and this is just my thoughts. And I always recommend a PCT to guys, and I'm not the guru on pro hormones, okay? But I always tend to recommend a PCT because in the past I took pro hormones that turned out to be steroids, and it screwed me up big time, right? So I always recommend a PCT because you never know what a product is going to do to your system over a long period of time, if it's going to shut you down, you know, what the long-term effects are going to be. Is it worth gambling with? So I generally tell people just do a PCT. Just be safe, right? But is that actually necessary with a 4-andro product? And there's a lot of guys that say yes, but I think that they're kind of in the same boat I am. And the debate in my mind is that, okay, so it's based on DHEA, which is stimulating your body to produce hormones, right? So yes, it converts to testosterone, and the surplus of testosterone, the exogenous testosterone over your natural level, would thereby cause a decrease in your body's production as a secondary reaction, okay? Kind of like if you're injecting testosterone. But that being said, it's based on a DHEA. So is it actually shutting you down, or is it simply suppressing you? And if it's only suppressing you, how long after the last dosage is your body going to get back to production levels? Is it fairly quickly? Is it a long period of time? I'm wanting to get some research from you guys. Those of you who've used the products and done blood work, run them, especially guys that have run these products alone, 4-andro specifically. If you've run 4-andro alone and you have any blood work in correlation or any experiences, I want to hear about it in the comments, or you can send me an email. I really want to know you guys' experiences on this, because if my thesis is correct, the 4-andro solution might turn out to be, don't hate me for saying this, better than injectable testosterone, okay? And so I'm wanting to get some research from you guys on this topic to kind of validate my opinion, or to basically tell me I'm an idiot. One of the two. So let me know in the comments or through email. I'm curious what you guys' experiences are on the 4-andro. I'm doing this video because I want to learn something, and I can't find research of people who have actually done this before. And so hopefully this is the start of something new. If this is correct, my thesis is correct, that 4-andro could replace injectable testosterone, that would be an excellent thing for the bodybuilding community. I think it is a lot safer than injectable testosterone, but that being said, there aren't a substantial number of people posting labs online to show what's happening to their other hormones and their cholesterol level and their blood pressure over a course of weeks or months, right? So thank you guys for helping me out on this. Share this video, ask your friends. If you know anybody who's used 4-andro, especially if they've done labs, I want to get the feedback from them, and let's learn something together. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.